I want to dive into this next topic. It's called The Final Rose. It's a play on The Bachelor. If you don't watch The Bachelor, I'm not going to spoil who wins, don't worry. But the idea is that we're going to give our final rose to the person from World Indoors that we feel deserves it. Also, if you watch Could Have Been Love, very similar vibes. I know you watch it.
I'm an avid Could Have Been Love watcher. I don't miss an episode. Just caught the season finale, so I'm going to think about this as a Could Have Been Love kind of segment, if that's all right.
No, that's perfectly fine. For my rose, I think you might have an idea who I'm giving mine to, but I'm giving mine to Trip Pippery. He is a multiple-time NCAA champion. This is his second senior team and his first world medal. He was a bronze medalist, and then Team USA went second and third with Roger's team getting second, Trip Pippery getting third, and that's who I would give my rose to.
And for those who do not know, do you have any connection to Trip, or
I do actually. He's the love of my life. He's my boyfriend. Yeah, we go way back.
Wow. Well, tell me. Let's dive a bit deeper. What you guys have been talking since then? You were talking up through it. Like, how's the man feeling?
Yeah, I mean, he's feeling amazing. I think for him to switch coaches, he was training at University of Texas, to move to Oregon and kindly get that first medal, like to be able to witness all the hard work he puts in. And you know the time zone well. We were talking like 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. were like our hours to FaceTime.
You're going to bed, he's waking up.
No, yeah.
He's waking up, you're going to sleep.
Yeah, no, literally. So I think it was fun to be able to support his journey, watch his journey, and to see that, like, I'm not trying to boost him. He's actually really good. If you go in Austin, Texas, he has a banner by the football and track stadium, I promise.
Well, he's been knocking on this for a while, I think, like getting that medal, and like he's always in the conversation. He's always in contention. But this is huge. Like this really, he's got to be so happy about this.
Yeah, I'm hoping he touches 22 points soon.
Obviously, American men's shot put so competitive. You think of guys like Ryan Krauser, Joe Kovacs. So for him to go out there and get a global medal, that's obviously huge.
Yeah, I think USA shot put will always be on top for me.
Yeah.
Johnny, I will toss it to you. Who are you going to give your rose to?
Oh, wow. Well, I got to be there on site, and I got to watch a lot of these races firsthand. And, the event that stood out to me the most, and I think the most incredible story, I think I am giving my rose to Claire Bryant, who was in the long jump. And it was the most amazing thing. I don't know if we have the graphic yet, and I don't know if you've seen the graphic. But this girl came in with a 4% chance to win.
She beat all the odds.
And I was sitting there photographing as she's jumping, and I'm like realizing, whoa, like, she's doing really, really well. And like she kind of ran away with it, like, or jumped away with it, I suppose. This is 6.96 or something. Do we have the graphic here? There's some good stats. It's on World Athletics. Yeah, go through this post.
It's towards the end.
Yeah, so this is Claire's Instagram. I took some of these photos. So odds before competition, chance of a win, 4.7%. Chance of a medal, 21.9%. They predicted that she was going to get 6.63 meters in place 7th. All right, so that's what she went in with. Not, for her first global championships, that's still pretty respectable. Now, do we have the final result? Can we see a little bit further down? No, that's all right. I think she went 6.97 and, got gold. So, Claire, I think that you should be so psyched about that, so proud of yourself. Clearly just the beginning, and really appreciated you talking after the competition, and she was just over the moon. So, I think she's well-deserved rose for Claire.
Yeah, I was watching from home. It looked like she was having the time of her life. Like, she was having a good time.
That's an understatement.
Yeah.
And I will say, I think for... it's an interesting thing, right? Because World Indoors, going in, a lot of the top, maybe global athletes, people you've seen compete at the Olympics or stuff, opted not to go. So a lot of athletes opted not to go. But I think in that way, it opens up room for people like Claire Bryant and, some of these athletes to have their moment and have a huge performance and win that global medal that they've been searching for. Not to say that they're not the same level, because they are all the same level, but it's a different competitive field. And so I think having these athletes have their moment is really cool.
I'm excited for her for the same reason I was excited for Trip last week prior to this, because with her coming in here is one of those things where I always say this is one of those people you have to remember her name. And again, it's one thing to know you can do it and have the potential to do it and have been training to do it. It's another thing to do it. So the fact that she has done it, I think we have a lot to look forward to in the upcoming outdoor season.
I agree. It's something about that first medal. And
Yeah.
for her first to be gold, that's impressive. Yeah.
Good way to open it up.
Yeah. Ashley, I'll pop it to you.
Right.
I'll hand you your.
You asked me this morning who my pick is, and I was like, I already got it right off the top of my head. I have to give it to Akane Simbine.
Okay.
This guy has been around for so long, and he has been so close to getting a global medal so many times. And he finally got his first global medal. He got bronze in the men's 60. I'm going to take y'all through his resume, like how close he's been over the past 10 years to making a global podium. At the Rio Olympics, he was 5th in the 100. At London Worlds in 2017, he was 5th in the 100. At Doha Worlds in 2019, he was 4th in the 100. Then in Tokyo, he was 4th. Yeah, Eugene Worlds, he was 5th. At the Olympics last year, he was 4th. I mean, imagine getting 4th and 5th so many times and just not being quite there. And it's crazy to think because he's been around for such a long time. So to say that this is his first ever individual medal is crazy. But I'm just glad that he finally had his moment, and perhaps this will be what can propel him to the next level come Tokyo and stuff. Would love to see him medal again in the 100.
I mean, I think with Claire and with him as well, and like you said, with these championships, there's such thing as momentum, and when you finally break through, that will generally tend to continue to build on itself, which is why I think that some of these athletes getting chances to represent at this championships are so exciting for their futures, because once you have something in the bank, and you can perform and compete at that level, it just builds on itself. And so that's I think a cool storyline of an indoor championship where maybe not the top of the top are always going. It opens up windows for the next big athlete to break in. And so yeah, I think we're gonna see more of him. It was cool to see him do. He's been around a while.
He's been around a very long time. Yeah, and again, I would argue that he's always been in this conversation as one that's a favorite to win a medal. He just has never gotten it done. And so and I think that speaks to really just how competitive it is, especially in the men's sprints and stuff like that, especially in that 100 meters. So yeah, I mean, finally, hopefully that's something he can add into his, he can add it to his resume, and then hopefully he can get another medal in Tokyo.
Yeah, 100%.
Fingers crossed. All right, Nia, I'm popping it over to you. Who are you giving your final rose to?
Well, since you asked, I think I'm going to give it to Nicoa Olis-Slagger of Australia. She won the high jump. And the biggest reason why I want to give it to her is because she's just a breath of fresh air. There's not many events I watch in track and field where I'm sitting there smiling as if I'm watching a feel-good movie. I felt like I was watching 13 going on 30. It wasn't that intense thriller type thing, because she just kept it so light, so fun. And again, I always say this. I said this about New Balance Nationals last week about how it's such a special event because there's that seriousness, but there's still that fun because they're still kids. And I saw a kid-like energy just exude from the television as I was watching her jump. She was smiling on her way to clearing ridiculous heights. She would yell, "Come on," before she starts her jump. And I just, it's not many times I would watch it. My honorable mention is definitely Devin Charlton. But as I was watching her run, I was just like, come on, Devin. But you're not having that type of energy as you're watching Nicoa, because you're just like, wow, this was so nice. And it's not often that you see that.
Did you see her little victory dance?
I did. I did. It was so cute. And it was so, it's you just want to be friends with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was definitely a feel-good moment watching her, win. And I was up very early to watch that.
Yeah, so I'm
very late.
I'm
I can't
very
remember.
late.
Yeah,
I'm
late.
curious because these events, I think it was kind of inverted. Morning sessions were taking place at night. When was the craziest time you guys were watching this?
I don't know. I feel like mine weren't that crazy. I would get up at 5:30 in the morning.
Oh
to
my
watch.
God,
So
that's
it's 5:30 to 8:30.
All right, that's your answer. That is pretty early.
I was up until midnight, and then I woke up at 6 in the morning to see Trip.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
That was that I got 4 hours.
There was no 3 a.m.s for anybody.
No.
Okay.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
goodness.
I've definitely been awake at 3 a.m. for some events before for this job. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, 3 a.m. you could catch me at 7 at that point.
Yeah. It was definitely crazy to me to be messaging you guys, and you'd be waking up, and I'd been awake all day, and
Yeah.
it's definitely that time zone changes throws you off a little bit. But
100%.
How's the jet lag?
so far so good.
Okay.
I think this is still in the window of time where it's a time I would be awake. I don't actually know, but
No, you'll be going to sleep. I hope so.
maybe
I
I'll
don't
fall
know.
asleep mid show. So far.